25,000 fake accounts. 6 weeks. 28.8 million conversations with an AI. All of it secretly used to build a rival. No hacking. No stolen passwords. No broken firewall. Just one company using another company's AI, exactly like a normal user would, 28 million times. This week, Anthropic told the U.S. Senate that Alibaba ran the largest AI extraction operation ever recorded. Here's exactly what happened, and why it might be more important than it sounds. On June 10th, Anthropic, the company behind the Claude AI models, sent a formal letter to 2 U.S. senators, Tim Scott and Elizabeth Warren. The letter accused Alibaba, the Chinese tech giant, and its AI lab Qwen, of running what Anthropic called the largest known distillation attack in the company's history. Distillation is a real AI training technique, and it's worth understanding because it's not what most people picture when they hear AI attack. There's no hacking involved. A company sends massive volumes of carefully crafted prompts to a rival's AI model, collects every single response, and then uses that enormous data set of question and answer pairs to train its own model to think and respond the same way. It's a bit like if a competitor secretly recorded every answer your best employee gave to customers for 6 weeks, then trained a new hire, using nothing but those transcripts. The scale here is what makes this case different. Between April 22nd and June 5th, 2026, Anthropic says roughly 25,000 fraudulent accounts generated 28.8 million exchanges with Claude. According to reporting from the Wall Street Journal, this wasn't random. The campaign specifically targeted 3 capabilities: agentic reasoning, meaning the AI's ability to plan and carry out multi-step tasks on its own, software engineering skill, and long-horizon task completion, which is the ability to stay on track across a long, complex job without losing the thread. Those 3 things happen to be exactly what separates a frontier AI model from an average one. They're also expensive and slow to train from scratch. Distillation is the shortcut. Anthropic claims the campaign was specifically designed to help Alibaba's Qwen model close the gap with Anthropic's most advanced systems, including a restricted internal model called Mythos, which is so sensitive it's only available to a small number of vetted government and security partners. Here's something most coverage of this story missed. Anthropic has made this kind of accusation before. Back in February 2026, the company publicly called out 3 other Chinese AI labs, DeepSeek, Moonshot, and Minimax, for running similar operations, totaling 24,000 fake accounts and 16 million exchanges combined. Alibaba's operation, on its own, is bigger than all 3 of those combined. Here's where it gets genuinely interesting, and this is the part barely anyone is talking about. 2 weeks before this letter became public, the U.S. government issued export controls banning Anthropic's most advanced models, Fable 5 and Mythos, over national security concerns. Those models have been sitting completely offline ever since. Anthropic's own staff confirmed this week they're serving exactly 0 traffic to them. Anthropic's letter draws a direct line between the 2 stories. Their argument goes like this: when Chinese AI labs appear to rapidly close the gap with U.S. frontier models, policymakers start to assume export controls on advanced chips simply aren't working. But if that apparent progress is actually built on millions of extracted conversations from an American AI, rather than genuine independent breakthroughs, then the export controls might be working exactly as intended. The gap everyone's worried about may be smaller than it looks, propped up by extraction rather than innovation. And here's the uncomfortable part. What Alibaba did is not clearly illegal under most current laws. It used Claude exactly the way a normal paying customer would, just at an industrial, automated scale. That's precisely why Anthropic isn't suing. It's lobbying Congress to make this kind of operation a crime. Alibaba has not responded to requests for comment from Bloomberg, CNBC, or any other outlet that's reported this story. The company is also currently fighting a separate federal lawsuit trying to get itself removed from a Pentagon list of companies linked to the Chinese military. So it's already under significant scrutiny in Washington. For Anthropic, this letter is really a lobbying document as much as an accusation. They're explicitly asking Congress for new legal tools to criminalize this kind of mass-scale extraction. Whether that happens, and how it would even be enforced against a foreign company, is genuinely an open question. What's clear is this: as AI models become more valuable, the conversations people have with them become valuable too. Valuable enough that a company will run a 250,000 prompt operation just to copy what a rival built. That's a strange new kind of corporate espionage, and we're going to see a lot more of it. If you want to stay ahead of stories like this before they hit the mainstream news, subscribe. I cover the AI industry's biggest moves every week. Let me know in the comments. Should extraction like this be illegal? Or is it just smart competition? See you in the next one.